guys, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. Today I'm going to be sharing some of my most helpful glow up tips in my opinion. I believe I'm qualified for this as an autistic girl who is very into beauty. I have a lot of knowledges. You guys have also been begging for a 2026 glow up video, so I am going to be doing it for you guys today. I also want to put a disclaimer. I am not a professional doctor. These are just my personal tips. You don't have to do any of these. You're beautiful the way you are. You don't need to glow up necessarily. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's get started. I first want to start off with this thing that I want to get out of the way because a lot of influencers are spreading false information. In fact, it caused me to have issues with my scalp, and it's you should always condition your roots. Some random person made this rumor or just this random thing up that you should never condition your roots. That is very false and caused me to have extreme oiliness, dandruff, everything in my scalp for years. When I was about 9 or 8 years old, I was watching this night routine of someone and they told me you should never condition your roots, and I listened to that up until about 6 months ago when my mom, who is a hairdresser, a professional hairdresser, and has been for about 20 years, she told me that that is wrong and you should always condition your roots. The reason for this is that if you look at your hair under a microscope, there are microscopic scales, and when you shampoo your hair, you're opening those scales up and getting all the dirt out of it. If you do not close those scales, which is what conditioner does, which is why when you condition your hair it feels smooth and when you shampoo it it feels rough. If you don't close those scales, they're going to be just open, and that's not right. It is going to completely ruin the pH balance of your scalp and damage your hair. Do not make the same mistake that I did, because for years I wasn't conditioning my scalp. I'm still cleaning up the damage from that. It's a lot better now. I have very much been seeing a difference with how often I have to wash my hair. Conditioning your scalp literally just closes the scales. That's why it feels smooth. The next tip for like growing out hair, I would suggest getting one of those scalp scrubbers things. I have been using those for a few months and I feel like my hair has really grown. Like my hair is very long and it would never grow before. I feel like it's helped grow my hair out a lot. I have had real issues with growing my hair ever since I was a kid. I think that's also another reason why I don't have to wash my hair as often, because it really gets in there and scrubs compared to my nails. It's just one of those silicone scrub thingies. You guys probably know what it is, but I feel like it really helps with my hair growth and health. Okay, next category, we're going to move on to health. Something that's helped me so much with my health is having kimchi or sauerkraut with every meal, or at least once a day. I love kimchi. It's so yummy, but it's also so incredibly good for your gut health because it has so many probiotics in it. I also take a couple probiotic tablets each day. Healing my gut has really helped with my skin and just overall health, and I feel so much better. I'm less bloated. I just look healthier and feel healthier. Sauerkraut is also very good for that. It's sort of a German version of kimchi. I prefer kimchi, especially red kimchi. It actually tastes really good with like a morning breakfast, like with eggs. Don't cook your kimchi or warm it up because that will kill the probiotics in it, but just putting it with like scrambled eggs is so yummy. Next thing, this is more of a harsher one, but cut the sugar. Stop eating sugar, especially processed sugars. I don't eat sugar at all, like I don't eat, but it's mainly processed sugar that we should be worrying about. Sugar is like the worst thing that you can eat. It causes obesity, it causes acne, it causes like every health issue in the world. This is a very harsh one. Like I know people are gonna be like, how dare you say that we don't eat sugar? I don't care if you eat sugar, but it is a fact that it is very much an issue and will cause a lot of issues in the body. I noticed a difference as soon as I stopped eating sugar. Like within a couple days I felt freaking amazing. I felt like I could be the queen, like I could do anything in the world. Like I felt so much more motivated in general and just alive. Like I felt alive. I recommend even just trying to cut sugar, even just for like a couple weeks, and seeing if you see any difference. Sugar causes so much brain fog, like it's insane. I felt like I could read a book, but like I didn't feel so much anxiety. That would be my number one like top tip, is to cut the sugar, because it genuinely fixed my life so much. Like I feel amazing. The next tip that has also helped my health so much is drinking electrolytes. My mummy got me this really giant pink Stanley for Christmas. Get yourself a giant water bottle. Drinking water and electrolytes, so important. I drink an equal amount of water and electrolytes each day because they really get into your cells, whereas water kind of just flushes through. And they taste really good. I like the passion fruit flavor. It's my favorite. I'm drinking that right now. I love passion fruit. It's like one of my favorite fruits. But I will say you have to be careful with which electrolytes you're buying. The only brand that is like trusted right now is Ultima. It's an electrolyte powder that you put into your water. Pretty sure a lot of electrolyte brands or just electrolytes have different amounts of like salt in it. It's obviously dangerous to have too much salt, but again, just be careful because there's certain electrolyte brands that are not healthy or good for you. So, but just drinking more in general literally saving my life. I feel so much more alive and I feel glowy. I feel like my skin has also been less dull. I felt like I looked a bit dead before, and they have no sugar. I don't know if other electrolytes have sugar, but these ones don't. No sugar, but it's still very sweet. The next one is working out every single day. You're probably like, what? Every single day? No, I'm not talking about like lifting weights and doing like a hard workout every day. I'm talking about just general exercise every day. We need to exercise every day. Just go for a walk down the street. Jump on the trampoline if you have a trampoline. Exercise is extremely beneficial to your health, and you should know that by now. You know, exercise every day. But yeah, don't take that the wrong way. I don't mean like literally lifting like every day. I'm talking about just general exercise. I work out 1 to 3 times a week, like as in weightlifting and going to the gym, but I exercise every day. Do it. Just do it. Just do it. The next tip that I recommend is waking up before sunrise, like just before. It's literally free red light anti-aging therapy, guys. Where do you think red light comes from? Where do you think they get the idea of red light therapy? The sunrise, guys. The frequency of light is different at the sunrise to like solar noon. When the sun is rising, the red light is everywhere. Even if the sun is like behind a hill, the frequencies of light are, I think, a lot longer, but the point is they get everywhere. Even if you don't think it's getting onto you, it is getting onto you. If you're outside, the red light is getting onto you. It's healing, it's anti-aging, and it's so good for your circadian rhythm. I get up at 5 a.m. every day, and you're probably like, what? How do you do that? For the first like 2 days, it was hard for me to get up, and then it just came naturally to me, and it's just gonna make you so much happier. Like your mood will be boosted so much. I know that whenever I do that, I feel so incredibly motivated, like I could do everything. Obviously you don't have to do it straight away. You can do it slowly, like wake up half an hour or an hour earlier every day until you get to that point. That's what I did, and it was a lot easier. Also, full credits for that information from Dr. Courtney Hunt. Okay, the next one is cutting all the negative people out of your life. You are not going to be happy ever if you have a negative person in your life. Yes, that is the harsh truth. If you have someone negative in your life and you're keeping them there and putting up with it, you are never going to be fully happy. And I know that's easier said than done when you're like attached to people or trauma bonded or whatever. Also, negativity makes you ugly. Ever notice when you see like a really pretty person and then as soon as they open their mouth, it's like absolute and then immediately they're just like really ugly? Negativity makes you ugly, and that includes negativity around you. You become the people you surround yourself with by frequency, first of all, but also by influence. Like it's inevitable. You are the people you hang out with. Okay, another tip is washing your sheets regularly, and especially your pillowcase. I also recommend getting a silk pillowcase because it's a lot softer and less harsh on your skin and your hair. You should wash your pillowcase at least once a week because our hair and our face is dirty. As much as we clean it, there's always going to be some sort of something that gets onto the pillowcase, okay? Next up, we have castor oil for everything basically, but my point was to talk about putting it on eyelashes and eyebrows, but I realized like it does help everything. Like putting castor oil like on a sore spot, it's a very deep penetrating oil that really gets in there, so I'm pretty sure castor oil works for a lot of things. I've seen people use it for period cramps. Like there's this fabric thing that you can get for it, and you just put castor oil in it and then you like wrap it around as if it's like a bandage. Can help period cramps and other different muscle pain as well, but it's also really good for strengthening eyelashes and eyebrows and growing them thick thicker and longer as well. I have used castor oil on my eyelashes for many years now, and I think that if I didn't, they would be dead because I wear mascara every day. Well, not every day, most days. You guys know I plug my eyebrows, and when I over pluck, as soon as I put castor oil on it, literally, I'm not even exaggerating, the next morning that I wake up, there will be a hair growing back. Castor oil is like holy grail. I'm not religious, but it's really good. The next tip would be wearing colors of your color palettes. I feel so glowy when I wear colors of my color palette because all the colors are kind of like complementing each other, including the ones in my skin tone and my hair and my eyes and my lips. I feel like knowing about color palettes now is such a blessing because we can literally make ourselves look glowier and brighter with colors. I believe I am a soft autumn color palette. Actually, I don't believe, I know. I will put colors of it under me here. Look, I'm glowing, I look really good. And then now I'm going to put colors that do not suit me. It makes me look dull, it doesn't match. And no, I do not wear colors of my color palette every day because that would be boring, and I still wear all the colors at different days, but when I want to look my best, like I want to really radiate my aura, I will wear soft autumn color palette colors. I hope you guys enjoyed these tips and I hope they were helpful for you. If you have any questions about anything, leave it in the comments. I love you guys all so much. I wish you such a happy new year. This year is your year. Bye!